All right, we're live. Okay, can you hear us? If you can hear me, type yes in the chat so that I know that you can hear me. And then we're gonna start very shortly. Okay. So okay, can you all hear me? Okay, can you hear me? If you can hear me, type yes. So all right. Okay, we are live. So can you all hear me? If you can hear me, type yes. And then later on, I'm gonna invite Jet Toh. Jet Toh has become a good friend of mine, and he's gonna share with you about goal setting, how you can set any goal and achieve them. And he has basically these 9 steps that you all have to follow. And if you follow it, you will achieve any goal that you want. Okay. Now, so type yes, you can hear me, and let me know where you're from. Which part of Singapore, or yeah, everyone just let me know if you can hear me, and if you can see me clearly, loud and clear. I just got a new webcam, so hopefully I'm clearer than my other live videos. And if there's any lag, just let me know. Yeah. Okay. Can you hear me? And just type hi Faye, hi Jess. How about the rest? Are you online? I see about 15 of you online. Not sure. Yeah, 16. Yeah. Okay. Good. So so today the speaker is his name is Mr. Jet Toh. Right. Okay. I'm just gonna go to YouTube to just make sure that I'm live. Okay. I'm live. Yeah. Good. Okay. So here's a quick background about Jet. He was once a shy boy. Right now, he's like a speaker to the masses. He was once a corporate high flyer, now a global entrepreneur. Once an employee in the rat race, busy over bread and butter, and now he's a millionaire. Okay, he benefited from personal development since 2001, and now he helps many others unlock their true potential through a proprietary 9 steps goal mastery system. And his achievements have made him the ideal example for how priming yourself for success is key to actually reaching your biggest goals. Hi, Sugar France. Hi. Yeah, I can see all of you. Very good. Okay, good. So Jack became a millionaire before hitting 30 and was able to semi-retire at the age of just 35. Okay, he has since acquired a portfolio of property investments. Upon retirement, Jet dedicated himself to sharing his entrepreneurship journey to impact lives around the world. Okay, he has been invited to conduct business and personal development seminars in Europe, South Africa, Australia, Hong Kong, China, Japan, the Philippines, Indonesia, Taiwan, Malaysia, Singapore, and New Zealand. And he's a top life and personal development trainer. He has since coached more than 10,000 graduates and guided them in finding similar success. Okay, his areas of expertise and passion include helping individuals and corporations achieve breakthroughs with their goals, master the art of public speaking, and he has spoken in front of crowds as large as 10,000, and also the design of personal development program structures. Okay, so through having financial freedom at a young age, Jet believes more in putting spiritual faith ahead of anything else. Being adventurous, he has also ticked some serious things on his bucket list, like skydiving over the Mojave Desert and diving cageless with tiger sharks in Fiji. Wow. Okay. So Jet enjoys spending time with his family, participates in Spartan obstacle races, and travels frequently around the world with his family and friends. Okay. For me, I first met Jet about maybe um 1 or 2 years back, right? My friend Samuel introduced us together, created a WhatsApp group, but we didn't really like keep talking after that. Until recently, he launched a new book called 9 Steps Mastery, and then I bought the book for my mom. So yesterday, my mom was still reading the book, and that's how we started. And I said, "Hey, Jet, would you like to join my live stream to be interviewed by me?" And he said, "Yes." Right. So how many of you are excited to learn from Jet? Type excited in the chat. How many of you are excited? And then if you are excited, like excited to chat. Those of you who are streaming from Facebook, YouTube, Facebook, my Facebook page. If you're excited, just that excited. And then we're gonna start very shortly at around 8 p.m. sharp. I'm gonna invite Jet to the stream. Okay. So okay, who's excited? Okay, I see there's a little bit of a lag in the comments. Okay, maybe I don't see. Okay, I see Faye. I see Jess. I see Sugar France. But that's all. Okay. Okay, so Three Fingers say excited, Faye say excited, uh, Candy is excited, Sugar is excited. Okay, who else is excited? If you're excited, type excited in the chat, okay? So, Jet, are you ready? Are you over there? Yeah. So if you're ready, I'm gonna invite you to the. Okay, so Evelyn is excited. Jess is excited. Okay, very good. All right. So, okay, Jet, are you ready? I invite you to the stream. Okay, everyone, let's welcome Jet Toh. Okay, everyone just type in the chat. Welcome, welcome. Okay. So, Jet, are you ready? I add you in the stream, huh? Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, can you see me?
I cannot see you. I can only hear you, but I cannot
Okay.
see you.
Hold
You
on,
want to edit
hold
your
on,
mic or something? Okay,
hold
anyway,
on.
everyone just give a quick like to the video and yeah. So
Okay,
Sugar's
let me
from
just go to
France.
setup.
Oslin says she's excited. All
Setup.
right. He says welcome. Okay, the rest of you just type welcome in the chat, okay?
I don't know. Let me just dial in again. Okay.
Yeah.
Audio. Audio is good.
Your audio is good. Maybe you just change the video. Yeah.
Sure. Let me see.
Okay, so basically everyone, all of you just type any questions you have. Basically, what would you want to learn from a multi-millionaire? Someone who has done quite a bit of revenue, someone who invests in real estate and everything. Maybe anything you want to ask him about goal setting, you know? Yeah. Okay, can everyone just type a quick one, like your question that you want to learn? And then I'll ask Jet to answer those questions. Okay, this is actually live. We can actually see you. So yeah, okay, and those of you who are watching the replay, you can type your question as well. I'll ask Jet to maybe answer, or let's just let us know that you're around. Okay. So Alvin said welcome. And in the meantime, do share this interview with your friends. Anyone who wants to learn goal setting, everyone who wants to achieve their goals, who's ready for 2021. Okay, so if you want to get ready for 2021, then this is definitely the interview to watch. Okay, so I'm just gonna invite Jet in soon. He's dealing with some technical issues. Okay, can everyone type in the chat? What are your goals this year or for 2021? Okay, everyone just type in the chat. Like for example, let's say your goal could be, okay, I want to lose 5 kg, you know, or your goal could be I want to make an extra 5K a month. Okay, or my goal could be to master Facebook ads. What is your goal? Okay, all right. Okay, Jet, yeah, we can hear
Okay.
you now. Yeah, okay. Everyone
Hi.
just let's say
Okay. Thanks for having me, Alaric, bro. Okay. Thanks everybody. Okay. Sorry, a bit of hiccup there. I mean, things do happen in life, right? It's how we face it. Very honored to be here, Alaric. Right. Heard lots about you, and also dialed in with your interview with Winston last week. I was
Hmm.
sitting at the sofa and happened to chance upon the interview, and I listened for the full hour. Okay, so
Wow.
appreciate what you're doing for the community. Right, I'm seeing Alvin. I'm seeing three fingers. Right, nice name. I'm seeing Jess. I'm seeing Evelyn. Truly honored to be here, and I'll do my best to see how I can serve all of you through this interview. Yep. Thanks, Alaric.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, okay, what's the 9 steps to, like
Okay.
you have a 9 steps mastery, right? Or okay, any framework. Okay, maybe you'll share a quick background about yourself first. Yeah.
Sure. Yep. Thanks, Alaric, for the amazing introduction. I've been in business for the past almost 20 years. Started when I was 26, and by God's grace, made my first $1 million at the age of 29, 35. By God's grace, my wife and I managed to go into semi-retirement and took our beloved daughter to travel the world before she reached 2 years old. So, in fact, yesterday I just have to make a new passport for her because this is a third passport, and she's not even 10 years old yet. So, this is something very different from the times when I grew up, because my first time that I ever took a flight overseas when I was in army. So that's an exercise going to Australia, and that's my first experience because my dad used to be a lorry driver. My mom used to be a seamstress, and I truly did not have much in life ever since young, but they are very hardworking, and based on their work ethics, managed to grow me, okay, to a decent human being. But I must say, I'm not super talented. Okay, I'm not super entrepreneurial. I'm basically just blessed to be at the right place at the right time. I made the right decisions. I have no business experience at all, never done business. I used to be very, very shy. I'd rather stay at home, listen to music quietly, and watch movies, read books. And what happens is that Alaric, like you mentioned, the 9 steps goal mastery, right?
Mm-hmm.
My very first mentor, whom I met 19 years ago when I first started out business, he's the one who taught me the art of goal setting. How many of you have set goals before? Can you just type in the chat box? How many of you have set goals before? All right, okay. So just feel free, type in the chat box. How many of you have set goals before? You can type yes. How many of you would like to really bring your goal setting, especially we are coming into December, going to 2021? How many of you would like to really set New Year resolution that will last instead of letting New Year resolution go down the drain by the time February or March comes, as it happens to most of the people out there? So thank God, my first mentor taught me the art of goal setting. Right now, we trademark it to call it the 9 steps goal mastery. And thanks, Alaric, for your support. Okay, this book, right, of goals and French fries, whereby it details 9 steps goal mastery. We just had a pre-launch, past 2 to 3 weeks. We managed to sell out more than 1,000 copies, sold out our first print, made it to bestseller, and really thanks to the community support, because I realized that a lot of people, some of them have done business before. Okay, how many of you have done business before? Can you type yes? Some of them, they went pretty successful, but most of them, I would say, and you must have known some of your friends who went into business, they truly, most of them gave up after 3 months, 6 months, went in search of another platform, gave up after 3 months, 6 months, went in search of another platform, felt that they're not confident enough to make it, didn't really set the right goals. And that's when they are just thinking, can they really achieve success in business? Or are they just cut out to be working a job for the rest of their life? So, if not because of these 9 steps goal mastery, which I happened to learn it through a course, and the course I got to pay like thousands of dollars, attend it many times, finally mastered it, and right now we decided to put it all into the format of the book, so that people don't have to invest thousands of dollars into seminars and courses, but they can run through this book, which I don't call it a book, it's more like an instruction manual, do the steps, and I'm very confident each and every one of you will be able to achieve your goals much better than before, as it has done for me, because all thanks to what is included in this of goals and French fries, I managed to semi-retire myself, and from a shy person, been invited across the world to speak. Largest audience was easily 12,000 people in front of a live audience, and that's what happened to me for the past 20 years. And probably today, Alaric, if time permits, I may share some of these steps that I wrote in the book, just for the benefit of your amazing community and audience.
Sure. Yeah, sure. So who wants to learn the 9 steps? Type 9 steps in the chat. If you want to learn, type 9 steps in the chat, okay?
Yeah.
So if you want to have a sneak peek of what his 9 steps are, then just type 9 steps, okay? Or Jet, maybe we can share 4 steps, then the other no lah.
Okay.
Up to you. If you want to share 4 steps, then the
I
other
like
5 steps, you say you get a book.
Okay.
Anyway,
Right.
for those
Okay.
of you who want to for Jet's book, this is his book. This is his book 9 Steps Mastery. If you're buying from Singapore, it's 9stepsmastery.com. I bought it for my mom. My mom is in Singapore, so I bought it for her, and I think she likes it. So if you want it, then you can get it over there. Okay. Now, who wants to learn the 9 steps? Type 9 steps in the chat. Please. I see Candy wants to learn. Jess wants to learn. Okay, good. So, yeah, Jet, maybe we can share the 9 steps mastery.
Sure. Okay. Uh, one of the things I realized is that when I start applying these 9 steps, from a shy boy, right? Okay, to a business entrepreneur, and when I apply these 9 steps to the core, one of the things I told my friends and my community is that don't please don't just get the book and just glance through it, etc. And for those of you who can see over here, you will see all these color tabs. This is my personal copy, right? The first copy that my publisher gave to me, so I kept it with me. My wife even wrote this is the first time I'm showing to anybody out there. It says, 老公, enjoy this feeling, you deserve it, and above all, give thanks, right? And I'm very honored to say that for some of you who have been in the field of personal development, over here, there's a lot of people writing good praises about the book. But one thing is, there's only one picture, just to share with yourself here. There's only one picture that I put in the book here. And for those of you who are not sure who this guy is, his name is Nick Santo. Okay, his name is Nick Santo. And I first met him at UPW together with Tony Robbins. And Nick Santo is one of the trainers training together with Tony Robbins, right? And Tony Robbins, for those of you who knows Tony Robbins, I mean, he's the #1 motivational guru around the world. What
Mm-hmm.
happens is that I recently learned that he does not he does not anyhow let anybody, even a good trainer, speak with Tony Robbins himself on day one of his event, especially the live event in front of thousands of live audience all across the world. But I'm proud to say that Nick Santo is the one trainer that Tony Robbins allows him to speak together with him side by side on the stage of Tony Robbins at his UPW event. So I met him. We managed to come together and chat. And I'm so thankful to him because later I'll share with you, okay, what he says to me that truly, I would say, brought my life to the next level for the past couple of months. So for me, I always believe in giving the best value add information, not just things that I learned 20 years ago, but I always make sure that I upgrade them and bring them to the next level. So by applying all this information, I realized that I went into a business and my distribution team, in terms of my business, grew to more than 30 partners in the first month. I got my first check, that was many years back, without even understanding much about the business per se that I was doing. I wasn't talented in business, but because of applying the 9 steps, it helped me cross, I would say, a large sales and marketing team across Asia within the first 1 year. And that helped me make my first pot of gold 3 years into applying the 9 steps goal mastery, right? I don't know whether any one of you know of people, maybe they are struggling in their business. Maybe they think that I don't want to set goals anymore. How many of you have heard of that, right? I don't want to set goals anymore because every time I set a goal, I could not last the distance. Every time I set a goal, I never achieve it. And I'm sick and tired of it. I don't want to set it anymore. So some of my friends who have finished reading the book right now, okay, Alaric, is that they come to me and they say, Jet, I thought this is just another goal setting book. I thought this is just another book whereby they teach you some methodology, share with you how to set smart goals, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, time-based. And boy, they mentioned that, boy, am I wrong, because truly, Jet, you put your experience into it and it reads like a story book with the detailed 9 steps put in, right? So one of the things I realized is that you can jot it down, right? The normal SMART, the SMART goals, they don't work anymore. They don't work anymore, right? And I must say that a lot of the goal setting stuff taught currently, right? They have been sharing, I would say, the wrong stuff because they are just not motivated. Even after setting their goals, they are just not motivated to keep on going. It's because they didn't realize that there's this very important thing within the arts of goal setting, which is called getting out of your comfort zone, right? How many of you have comfort zone? Can I see just type in comfort zone? Anyone got comfort zone over here, right? All of us have comfort zone, right? All of us. If we draw a box, okay, you can just visualize yourself drawing a box, and the person, probably yourself, within the box, right? The goals that we want to achieve, are they within the comfort zone or outside of the comfort zone? Inside or outside of the comfort zone, right?
As in normally, or you're asking like
Okay.
normally
Yeah. So like,
for
let's say,
ourselves.
yes, Alaric, someone want to achieve certain goals, and most of the time, these goals, do you think that they are inside the comfort zone or outside of the comfort zone?
Most of the time, people will choose something that's inside their comfort zone. Yeah.
Okay, very good. Okay, most of the time, people will choose goals that are within their comfort zone. And through my experience, right, I realized that a lot of people, they most likely, if they apply the right steps, they execute, right, they will already have achieved the goals within their comfort zone. But most of the goals that they want to set are normally outside of their comfort zone. And because because they felt that, hey, why should I get out of my comfort zone? I don't feel comfortable at all. I don't feel comfortable, looking into a webcam and speaking to, be it my business partners or my potential customers per se. I don't feel comfortable recording that video, okay, to put on my blog or to put on my Facebook. I don't feel comfortable writing a blog post, writing a social media post, because I've never done that before. And that is when, if we remain within our comfort zone, our goals will never be stretched. And most often than not, right, we will not be able to step out of our comfort zone and achieve those goals that we want, but they are not a must to achieve, which I shared in step 4 of the 9 steps goal mastery. You got to ask yourself, is the goal that you want to achieve, is it a want or is it a must, right? And back to this part called a comfort zone, I realized that there is 2 things that I can share with yourself today, such that you can take
Mm-hmm.
it back home, right? Okay. I mean, if you get a book, fine. If you don't get a book, it's fine with me as well, because if you take these 2 steps and truly go and apply it in your life, and I believe some of you are learning from Alaric right now, right? And you truly apply these two critical factors to get out of your comfort zone, I believe not only your 2021 will be better, but the remaining months, the remaining days of 2020 is going to be more awesome. And I'm confident of that because I've been there, done that. I mean, there are so many, Alaric, there are so many trainers, there's so many coaches, there's so many speakers out there who's trying to teach people, but they themselves have not done it before, which is pretty sad, right?
Mm.
So, 2 tactics, or I'll call 2 ways to help you get out of your comfort zone. And I don't want to take credit for it, because this is shared to me by Nick Santo, whereby I invested a lot of money to hire him as a coach. And he's still very young. He's 20 over years old, right? Speaking already alongside Tony Robbins. And some of you will know The Rock, right? Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. I think his Instagram or social media account is the #1 most followed person in the whole of USA, and some said the world. Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. And Nick Santo did certain things so well until The Rock got to go and seek out who Nick Santo is, and take a photo with him, Nick Santo, in the gym, and post it on Dwayne Johnson himself, his Instagram account. Of course, there's millions of likes over there. And Nick Santo shared with me 2 things, because just to share, I must confess over here, I've been pretty comfortable in my life. Right? I'm now 45 years old. Back then, 35, I already went to semi-retirement, traveled across the world with my daughter. I'm pretty comfortable. And it's Nick Santo that brought me out of that comfort zone into whatever that I'm doing now. Okay, and these two ways are this. You can jot it down. Number one, right? Okay. Number one is this. Ready for it? I heard him share this, so pardon my language over here. He actually shared this in front of, I think, 15,000 people in Asia and Australia. So I managed to hear it together with the rest. And that's when I decided to seek him out. He said, by the way, for those of you who can't really see the photo just now, Nick Santo has only got one arm and no legs. Okay, one arm and no legs. All right, only one arm and no legs. And what happens is that he told himself this: how dare you? He actually said this to himself. How dare you, Nick? Right? You are able to be mobile. You are able to move around, even though you got no legs. How dare you, Nick? He was saying this to himself. How dare you, Nick, that when millions of people out there are paralyzed, there are people paralyzed on the bed, they can't move out of their bed. And how dare you, Nick, you're mobile, and yet you're not doing more in your life. And when I heard that, right, I was like, gosh, it's like a truck smashing right into me, and it jolt me out of my comfort zone. Because you see, Nick Santo has got only one arm, no legs, right? But he's speaking across the world and impacting people's lives. In fact, he went to the extent of really proving that he can do it like anybody else. He actually went into the arena of wrestling. Not wrestling with people like himself, but he actually went into wrestling, right? Okay, with people who have hands and legs. And he actually won some of these competitors. And what happens, Alaric, is this. He was sharing, there was one day, this mother, okay, quite senior lady, this mother came to him. And at first, Nick was thinking, what is she trying to say to me, right? Is she trying to scold me or anything like that? And this lady, a mother, went to Nick Santo and hugged him. And with tears in her eyes, right, she basically told Nick Santo that because even though he has only got one arm, he went into the wrestling, competitive arena. And this mother, her daughter who was very shy, very introvert, didn't want to participate in any activities at all, just want to be alone by herself, very introverted, very shy. And because that girl, okay, the mother's daughter, saw Nick Santo wrestling with just one arm and no legs, right? Okay. She actually told her mother that if Nick can do it, Mom, I'm ready to step out of my comfort zone and participate in some extracurricular activities out there. And Nick was sharing that he's so touched by it. By him, if a lot of people has only got one arm, I asked myself this question: if I only got one arm and no legs, right? I would probably, I don't know, man, I'll probably just stay at home. I didn't want to go out. Okay, maybe just live on pension or live on societies, right, etc., right? But Nick, he shared with me that, how dare you? So some of you could be out of job right now. Some of you listening in could be having a tough time right now. Some of you could be going through some challenges right now. At the same time, I just want to share with you, after having various encounters and numerous encounters with Nick Santo, I must say that you and I, we are all so blessed. Because I would say that to those of you watching this YouTube video right now, even though you're not watching live, right? I believe most of us got our hands, got our legs, we can talk, we have a mouth, we got eyes to see, we got nose to breathe, and today, at least this morning, we are able to get out of bed. Is that right? And that is when I heard Nick Santos share that, right? I start to tell myself one thing. How dare you, Jet? How dare you live so comfortably by yourself with your family, right? Yes, you are semi-retired. Yes, you have traveled the world. Yes, you're enjoying the time of your life. But how can you be so selfish? Jet, how dare you? How dare you just live day to day enjoying life? How dare you, Jet? So you see today, as the year is nearing to end of 2020. I mean, this year truly passed very fast, right? Because of COVID, because of the pandemic. But no worries, because we still have a few days left in November and December left. And what I can say is this: start to ask yourself this. Let's say your name is Tom. Start to fill in the blanks. How dare you, Tom? You got hands, you got legs, you got probably a good set of parents, you got probably lovely children, you got a wife or husband that loves you, or you are attached, you got a good girlfriend, boyfriend. How dare you dwell in self pity and not get out of a comfort zone to do more things that can impact more people's lives? All right. So, I mean, even though Nick is not here today, but maybe you can help me type, thanks, Nick. You can search him out. His name is Nick Santo. Okay. And I don't know whether I can do this. I never checked with him yet. Okay, right? For those of you, which I truly believe that he has helped me change my life for the better. And for those of you, okay, I mean, if he say cannot, then I have to say that that's not allowed. But I must say, for those of you dialing in, right? Okay, if I'm able to let you probably have some time of private consultation with him, would you want that? Would
Sure.
you want that? I don't think you'll mind, right? Okay, would you want that? Because he truly inspires me. You know, from comfort zone to completing my book, to launching my book to be an international bestseller. I'm I'm so amazed, and I mean, I don't know whether I'm able to deliver this in terms of getting you to be in a private consultation with him. But let me just check, and if it's possible, if you want that, then you can pass your names to Alaric. I see whether I can arrange that for you. Okay.
You
Uh,
just type in the chat. Those of you who want, just
okay.
type.
Sure. Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
just okay. How
Sure. I think you better
You can put your
private
email.
message, because don't post your email over here, because it's public domain, right? So
Okay.
Alaric, you got your email, right? Maybe they can email you.
Okay. Okay. I can
Yeah,
organize.
what's your email? Maybe you can post it here. Then they can
Or do you
email
have
you.
a link that? Do you have a link for them or something? Oh, I tell you what.
Uh,
Those.
I don't know whether I can share that link or not. So maybe they send it to you first. If the answer from him is yes, then I'll let you know. Then you can, on our behalf, send the link to them. Would that be fine?
Okay. Sure. 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 That's
Okay,
good.
sure. Yep. So maybe Alaric, you can post your
So
email out
those of
there.
you
I
who
think you
want,
got a
just
nice
private message me.
email.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure. Yep. Okay. Right. So the first thing he shared with me is, how dare you? And whenever I feel tired, because I do feel tired at times. I mean, I'm 45, but I should not use that as excuse, right? I feel tired. At times I feel demotivated. At times I just tell myself, hey, Jet, why work so hard? It's not as though, like, you you need that money or so, right? Okay. But I will always remember, Nick, how dare you? And I keep that with me. How dare you, Jet? And I want you to do that if you can from today onwards, just fill in the blank space. Let's say, for example, I see Jess over here. How dare you, Jess? Dot dot dot. I mean, only you know where's your comfort zone, what is it you need to step out of, right, etc. Okay, so it could be some people want to slim down, some people want to lose weight, right? Some people want to pump iron, get those six packs and the biceps. And I'll say that, how dare you, Tom? Okay, when you got hands and legs, you're not even exercising. I mean, okay. Nick, okay, because I'm very grateful to him. That's why even though today is about myself and the book, but it seems that I'm talking more about him because I'm truly grateful to him. And he even shared with me exercises of the legs because I want to improve my fitness to the next level. And he just said, Jet, I can send you some exercises, but I cannot demonstrate to you because you got no legs. And she laughs. Oh man, I mean, if I got no legs, I don't know whether I'm in that kind of position to really laugh at myself. So he's a amazing human being, and probably that's why Tony Robbins agrees and lets him to share his stage with Nick Santo, right? So that's the first strategy. How dare you, right? Okay. And second thing I always remember, okay, that Nick Santo shared with me during our private coaching, one-to-one coaching session together, which I paid a huge sum of money, right? But it's okay, right? Because let me share with you one thing. If anybody got to ask you, hey, so and so, are you stupid or what? Paying $5,000 for a course, paying $10,000 for a course, etc. Don't ever listen to them. Right? Throughout my life as an entrepreneur, I've invested more than 100 over thousand US dollars in personal development seminars across the world. I remember the most expensive one cost me about $12,000 and got to fly all the way overseas, never cover my flight, never cover my hotel rooms, okay? And $12,000 was just for that seminar itself. And a lot of my friends laugh at me. Some laugh at me privately, but I know, right? I think you all know out there, right? When some of your friends are laughing at you, hey, why do you have to go into business, right? Why not just get a secure job and work until you die, right? And let me just share with you, there's no such thing as a secure job anymore. Truly. If you are having a job right now, count yourself blessed and really, thank God for it. Truly. Yeah. Because I don't think situations are going to get any better. I'm not saying that, it's doomsday or whatsoever. But if we don't equip ourselves with the right mindset, with the right skill set, with the right tool set, to ever one day, even if touch wood, the boss fires us, we will not be worried and scared anymore. And that's when you can stand on your own. Right? So when I invest that $100 over $1,000, I mean, my friends are saying, hey, why should you invest that kind of money? I'm thinking in my mind because I don't like to argue with people, right? Okay. I don't like to say, hey, please buy my book, please buy my book. If you don't buy, what's going to happen to you? I don't want to do that because I always believe in this 4SW. Some will, some won't. So what? Some still waiting. Right? I repeat again, you can write it down. If you're in a business, you're approaching customers, right? There are customers rejecting you, rejecting your services, rejecting you as a person, etc. Right? Just always remember this 4SW that has been with me for the past almost 20 years. 4SW. Some will, some won't. No matter what you do, they still will not get your service and your products. Some won't, right? So what? Some still waiting. All right? Someone is just praying day and night that they could meet a savior. Probably you are having the right products and services that could bring them to the next level. And don't ever be scared of making that call, be scared of making that post, be scared of making that Facebook ad, etc. Because someone out there is literally praying for you to reach out to them.
Correct.
And that person could be out of job. That person could be just hanging on the last $20 or $200 in the pocket. And they're just looking for the right opportunity, looking for the right platform, looking for the right mindset, skill set, tool set to bring them to the next level. And let me share with you, if you are on a business right now, whatever business you are in, be in real estate, be in financial planning, insurance, social media marketing, digital marketing, right? Direct sales, insurance per se, or traditional business, SME, or running your own F&B, etc., etc. Just know that someone out there is literally just praying for you to reach out to them, right? And that is when I'll lead to the second strategy that Nick told me about a few months back, is that, to get out of our comfort zone. For me, I'm a go-getter. Okay, Alaric, I'm a go-getter. You throw me any challenge, I'll go and do it. Right? When I was given a challenge to participate in this Spartan obstacle race, I went into it, not just the 5 kilometers one, I went for a 21 kilometers Spartan beast. They call it the beast of the Spartan obstacle racing. And that was when I was 44 years old. And I applied the 9 steps goal mastery depicted in this book. And I completed the Spartan Beast obstacle race 21 kilometers at the age of 44 years old at a faster timing than a lot of age groups younger than me out there.
Amazing. Can I just type in the chat? Yeah, amazing, Jet. Yeah, that's amazing, man. Yeah.
Yeah, because in the book of Goals and French Fries, before I move on to the second strategy, is this: there are goals and there are goals. Too many people out there, including myself in the past, are just pursuing money goals, wealth goals. Get my first Mercedes, get my first sports car, get my first investment property, get my first $20,000, $30,000 timepiece and watch. I'm just educated to set those kind of goals in terms of financial goals, make my first $1 million, make my first $5 million, etc., etc. But in my book, which I've learned from a lot of successful people, including billionaires for the past 20 years, is this: you always have to prioritize your goals. You always have to prioritize your goals, which I shared in step 1 of the 9 steps goal mastery. You need to set certain goals first place before you input other goals like family, health, wealth, legacy, and of course, fun and adventure, like traveling the world, right? That's important as well, right? So, I mean, how many of you have heard about celebrities, successful actors, even powerful business people like Kate Spade, the founder herself, committed suicide, even though she's worth like hundreds of millions of dollars. Some of you would have known Anthony Bourdain, right? Okay, celebrity chef, killed himself, right? Even though he's so powerful in the F&B world, with lots of connection, with lots of wealth, that probably all of us added together, okay, he or she is still much richer. But they committed suicide. And I don't want any of you listening into this YouTube live or YouTube recorded video to ever end up in that situation. And I almost went into that situation. And that's when priorities, you gotta set it right. Certain goals are meant to be top notch on the first priority, on your topmost priority. And I would say for me, wealth and legacy are ranked 4th and 5th. And you will discover from the book what's the top 1, 2, and 3. Let me move on, okay, right? Okay, to the second strategy that Nick Santo shared with me. You see, I've been a go-getter all my life. And I want to do this. And I believe some of you are go-getters, around those type A personality, whereby they call it in Chinese, 咬紧牙根. Okay, you clench your teeth, you achieve your goal no matter what happens, right? Okay. So I've always told myself that I want to achieve this, I want to do that, I want to do this set of daily habits. I want to wake up at 5 a.m., which I'm practicing right now. Okay, this is my 5 a.m. Daily habit. So 5 a.m. I wake up, I will prostrate on the floor, and I'll say my prayer and dedicate the day to my maker. And I'll go into 10 minutes of gospel reading and 10 minutes of reflecting on the gospel before I go forth to write my journal for the day. And all this is done before 6 a.m. comes. And at about 5:50 a.m., okay, my daughter will be up. She's now coming 10 years old, primary 4. And my wife will be up. Okay, my wife, her name is Serene. My daughter is called Celeste. And they'll be up and we'll be doing this. Each one of us has got our own headphones. We'll be doing our own priming exercises, listening to the same audio and just doing our priming and imagining our goals, the 3 goals that we must achieve. And now leading to the second strategy is that instead of saying to yourself that you have to do this, you have to do that, oh, I have to do this, I have to post this content, I have to do this, I have to do this. Nick Santo share with me. Change all these have to, I should do this, I must do this. Change it to these 2 words. Okay, you can type it in the chat box. These 2 words are get to. Okay, get to, Get space TO. Instead of saying, wow, Jet, must I really wake up at 5 a.m.? I mean, I've read a lot of books talking about, the 5 a.m. club. Even Robin Sherman, right? Okay, wrote an entire book on waking up early, which I share it in my book of Goals and French Fries as well. But why not change it to, I get to wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning. We get to wake up early, enjoy the peace and quiet, right? I always like to wake up early because that's the time whereby my dog hasn't woken up yet, my parrot hasn't woken up yet, and my daughter hasn't woken up yet. Okay, my family hasn't woken up yet, and I've got a whole peace and quiet to myself. And I think this is especially important because as we move to the year end, right, we want to be doing self-reflection and doing a review of the year and setting the right goals as we move into 2021. So from today onwards, if you can, okay, because I believe some will, some won't, so what, some still waiting, right? I mean, some will buy your product, some won't, so what, some still waiting. I mean, we've got 7 over billion people in the world right now, right? And many of them have access to the internet. So what happens is this: change all your wordings from, oh, I must do this, I get to I get to do this, right? I get to listen in to this YouTube live, and I'm very grateful today. Thanks, Alaric, for inviting me, because I get to be able to share some of my experience with you. And I look forward that one day I'll be able to meet you either online or face-to-face, etc. And I look forward to learn from you as well, because I truly believe all of us can learn from someone out there, each and everyone in this world, right? So number 1, I sum up, how dare you? Number 2 is get to, and this will be able to help you get out of your comfort zone such that you will be able to adopt the mindset, which is some of them could be uncomfortable for you, the skill sets, some of the things you need to do, but you don't feel like doing it, but you know you have to do it, right? Okay. And I'm very confident your 2021 will definitely be much better, right? So that's for the getting out of your comfort zone. If you're learning something here, can you type thank you, Alaric, right? Okay, right, because he's the one who invited me here. I always believe in being grateful. So if you can, early in the morning, write down 3 things you are grateful for. For me personally, I write 5, okay, right? But you can start off with 3 things you are grateful for. 3 things you're grateful for every single morning. And you shall move on to live in a much more beautiful state throughout your day. Some things to be grateful for. I mean, we must all be grateful that we got eyes to see, we got hands to probably type in the YouTube comment box over here, right? So, because I learned from Tony Robbins that if you are in the state of gratitude, you will not be angry. When you are in state of gratitude, you will not feel disappointed. When you are in a state of gratitude, you will not feel tired. When you are in a state of gratitude, you will not feel lonely, right? Talking about loneliness, I know someone told me that loneliness has become the kind of number one disease in the world right now, especially with COVID. So I just want to share with you this, which I shared during my book launch as well to my hundreds of family and friends from all across the world. You are good enough. Yeah. Just have to know this, right? You are good enough. No matter what you have done, no matter what you are going to do, whether you achieve all your goals or whether you're on the way there, just have to tell yourself that you are good enough and you are loved. Okay? You are loved. If not by someone, definitely by someone out there, right? So just have to continue on and being in this state of gratitude. And I believe, I'm very confident your 2021 will be much better than this year, right? Okay, so very good. So maybe since all of you are so amazing, you are a great audience over here, right? Okay, great participant over here. Can I just throw in something that my godfather has taught me for many years, especially when you are going into the year end? Okay, my godfather is a very private person. Of course, some of my friends will ask me, "Hey, Jet, Godfather, are you a mafia or is he a mafia?" Or what? No, no. Okay, I'm a Catholic, by the way, and my godfather, okay, he's my Catholic godfather. Okay, he's a very private person. He's the one who taught me real estate investment. He's got more than 300 over properties around the world. So I'm not there yet. I'm still learning, right? Okay, getting there step by step. And something that he shared with me like 15 years ago, about 15 years ago, he gave me a series of questions that I must ask myself, okay, before year end comes. And I want to give it to yourself tonight. Would that be good? Okay,
Yeah,
right?
good. Like this
So,
video, if that will be good. You like this video, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube Live, make sure you like this video. If that will be good, okay? You
sure.
check that.
Right. Okay. Yes. Thank you, Faye. Thank you, Evelyn. Okay. Let me find that because I want to make sure that each and every word is correct. Okay. Right. I don't want to give it to you, any words wrong or things like that. So let me just open up my handphone. I search my notes over here. Okay. So this is put under my jet setter notes. Okay.
Jet Toh.
Yeah, jet setter. Yep. Yes, jet setter. Because I love to travel the world. Wow, I feel, how many of you like, you feel so like, how many of you miss the smell of planes?
I
Anyone out there? I really feel like, I mean, oh, if I can, I'll fly to you, man, Alaric, right? Okay. Okay. And okay, just to share, I think my wife and I, and even my daughter, we cannot take it anymore. I mean, Singapore, we can't really travel much around the world right now, but we have booked ourselves on a cruise, okay, just to get out of Singapore. Yeah, just to get out of Singapore and experience the sea out there. Okay, let me share with you. Okay. Yes. Right. Okay. So I'll just read it out. If that's all right, you can jot it down on your notebook. First thing first. Best time to take stock of what you did not do in 2020 and set 3 things that you must do in 2021. Okay, I repeat. Best time to take stock of what you did not do in 2020 and set 3 things that you must do in 2021. Okay, good. Let me
Okay.
move on.
Okay, someone type in the chat so that everyone can see as well. Okay. So everyone type in the
Okay,
chat. Everyone type in the chat so that
okay, sure. I
So
don't know whether
please.
they can. Okay, at least write down in your notebook, right? Okay. So let me move on. Start with 3 things that you are extremely proud of that you achieved this year. Okay, I repeat. Start with 3 things that you are extremely proud of that you achieved this year. Okay, all right. Yes, Sheila, I miss traveling too, right? Okay. Uh, so that you can reaffirm to yourself, I repeat, so that you can reaffirm to yourself that you can do the 3 things you set out to do next year. Okay. Right. So I repeat the whole message. This is the exact message that my godfather sent to me sometime at the end of 2004. And I've practiced this for the past coming to 16 years already.
Mm.
Yeah. And this message, I also wrote it in my book of Goals and French Fries. Uh, I repeat, best time to take stock of what you did not do in 2020 and set 3 things that you must do in 2021. Start with 3 things that you're extremely proud of that you achieved this year so that you can reaffirm to yourself that you can do the 3 things you set out to do next year. All right. So as I continue to note, because I'm already doing the questions for the past few days, and I wrote down 3 things I'm extremely proud of in this year, which I'm close to completing, which I know I'll complete. For those of you who know what are burpees, BURPEES, I'm close to completing my 18,000 burpees this year.
Wow.
Yeah, I've completed about close to 16,000 burpees already. So I've got about, I think, 1,000 to 1,000 plus more to go, close to 2,000, right, in order to hit my 18,000 burpees this year. And yep, that's the one thing I'm very proud of. Another thing I'm very proud of is that I've been reading the daily gospel for every day for 1 year, which is coming to 1 year. Right now it's 11 months and 24 days, right? Okay, right? Yep, about there. Or 10 months and 24 days. Yep. Yep. And the other one that I wrote down I'm extremely proud of this year is that I published my life's first book and it became a international bestseller. So something that I never thought I would do, but thanks to my friends who encouraged me. One of my friends is into his fourth. He just launched his fourth book, so that inspired me. Which is why also, if you want to get out of your comfort zone, hang out with people who are already out of your comfort zone and achieving the goals that you want to achieve. For me, over the years, I've become less focused on material goals in terms of materialistic possession. Gone are the days whereby there's this love for cars and things like that. But one thing I always remember, maybe this is a childhood dream, because my childhood was very, very poor. Okay, And I've always wanted to buy, those expensive watch out there. So I started with Rolex. Okay, most of them do. Okay, that's many years back. And after that, I got myself an AP. And for those of you who know timepieces, AP is one of the holy trinity of timepieces. And recently, I saw someone out there wear a Richard Mille watch that costs some of them cost more than the value of a car, right? So I've said that material gold as well, but not so much for the watch, but more so that along the way of achieving it, there will be more wealth that we can accumulate and give it back to society. Yeah. So in fact, yesterday, I promised, my readers, I donated part of the pre-launch of my book proceeds to one of my friends' charitable organization called Soul Rich Foundation. So very proud of him. And that is when I know that with more money that we earn, we can truly give it back to society and expand our outreach in the market.
He's James Yao, right? That friend you're talking about is James Yao, right?
No,
James,
no, not James Yao. Okay. Yeah.
what's his name? With the lady one, the guy with the lady, and then they have a skills future course as well. James
Uh, no. They
Tori.
actually Mario, my good friend Mario, yeah, and his wife Charlene. So maybe I
Ma,
believe there are also couples out there that set up foundations and charitable organization. Yeah,
I see.
very
Okay.
good. Yep. Okay. So is there any question? Because I see all of you, you have been so attentive from 8 all the way. Now we're coming close to 9. Happy time seems fast, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So is there any really heart-burning question that you want to ask me with regards to setting of goals?
Or can
Because
we share the goals in the what? Because okay. And do you recommend people publicly declare their goals or keep it to themselves? Because there's two schools
right,
of thoughts. What's your thought?
very good. You see, uh, I need to let all of you know that everyone is different. Everyone is different. Okay, and I think Alaric, we spoke on the phone probably about maybe about few nights ago, right? And we
Yeah.
spoke for quite a while, and you were mentioning that wow, you attended many different courses from a lot of many gurus, but you are able to piece them together, get the gist of it, and apply the best from each and every one of these different gurus. So we were in that conversation, and I also shared that Alaric, you're one of the kind, you're able to do that, right? Okay, and we spoke on most people out there, because they are not able to multitask so well, right? So what happens is when they attend too many seminars, they become confused. Okay, right? So they attend Guru A, Guru B, Guru C, Guru D, Guru E, and they become confused, right? My advice to you regarding, since we're talking about this part later, I'll answer that about seminars, right? If you find a good seminar, just keep on attending it until you make your first spot of go.
Mm.
Clear so far? When I first started out in business, which is from the seminar that I attended, which is called SCS, Success Consultant Seminar, that was way back in 2001. I remember the month October 2001. And I attended that event not just one time. I attended it second time, third time, fourth time. I became part of the coaches, like serving, right? Okay, so you help out, go there and help out. So I help
Mm-hmm.
out a couple of times, and I say this is a good cause, and I bring myself, okay, to become one of the beginning trainer, and then after that, intermediate trainer, after that, a master trainer of that particular event, that we move on to hold about 200 times of that event, that have moved on to produce many multi-millionaires. In fact, 9 steps goal mastery, we got to pay thousands of dollars to that event in order to learn it. Of course, now you can learn it in the comfort of your own home just by reading the book of Ghosts and French Fries. So what I did, if people ask me, Jet, so you attended many seminars, you invested a lot of money. Yes, but for the first 3 years of my life, I found a good seminar and I keep on repeating it. I attended it almost like once every 2-3 months per quarter, and I became better, 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 better. And some of you will know this. I mean, we always move from unconscious incompetence to conscious incompetence to unconscious competence, to conscious competence to unconscious competence. And if you just attend an event once, I mean, maybe there's someone out there whereby they attend an event once and they applied it, wow, and then they became multi-millionaire. But so far, from what I know, a lot of people out there, they keep on applying this standard set of materials, be it mindset, skill set, or tool set, and they become very good at it. And when they earn their first pot of gold, that's when they already got the maturity and the wisdom to go and attend various kinds of events and bring them together to serve them the best. So back to your question, public declaration, all right? I would say, if let's say you are someone whereby you have set goals before, but along the way, laziness slip in, procrastination slip in, comfort zone slip in, naysayers slip in and you give up, etc., right? I would say you should go and make that goal, declare it in public. Okay, right? Alaric, you're right. There are various schools of thoughts. At the same time, I would say public declaration is probably for people who are quite a lot in their comfort zone and they want to push themselves out and get the initial momentum, because Alaric, as you know, momentum is key to a lot of success in life. So
Yeah.
just to share with you, I've already achieved certain degree of success in life. Of course, I'm still learning, and I look forward to learn from everyone, any one of you, all of you out there, right? Okay, and look forward to seeing you one day. And what happens is that when I decided to write this book, make a guess. What is the first thing I do? Do you know what's the first thing I do? The first thing I did, I post on my Facebook. You can go to my Facebook, personal profile page, and Jet Toh. I think you see one of the earlier posts sometime in February or late January this year. And I publicly declare to all my community and friends that I'm writing this book and I'm looking for the first 100 people who want to get the limited edition autograph copy. Of course, in the end, I realized that 100 copies not enough, so it extended to 1,000 limited edition autograph copies, right? So because of that public declaration, I make sure I sit down for the next 2 months. Each day, I have to type out at least 1,000 to 1,500 words. And just to share with you, okay, this book is not those kind of thin book whereby, okay, I'm not saying they are wrong. It's not those kind of thin book whereby there are some book publisher, I can't mention name, book publishing or book seminar organizer out there that, hey, come on, okay, let me interview you, get a ghostwriter, just publish a thin book so that you can call yourself an author, so that you can have authority to teach your topic. I'm not saying they are wrong, but I've always been very resistant to that myself. And for me, if I want to write a book, I want to write it myself. I don't want to hire a ghostwriter, because I want it to be my own voice. Because if there's only one book that I can leave behind to my daughter, for my daughter, I mean, besides my favorite book, the Bible, only other book I will leave behind for my daughter is this book. And right now she's reading it as well. I think halfway through already. Because I know that I have to dedicate myself to writing it using my own voice and accumulating my past 19 years of business experience into one book. And touch wood, if something were to happen to me, at least my daughter is able to learn what makes me who I am through reading this book. Right? And by God's grace, because of the public declaration, Alaric, you and I know it's not easy to write a book, right? Okay, you got to churn out the words, especially if you don't write regularly. But I've already made that public declaration. Within 24 hours upon posting that Facebook post, I've already gotten close to 200 orders of the limited edition autograph copies. How can I let my friends and community down? Most people out there, when they set go, they just keep it quiet among themselves. Shh. They say, don't let anybody know. In case I never do it, not so malu. Clear so far? Yep. And that's when inside the book I shared this story of in Chinese it's called 上车下车100万. In fact, in this book, in every chapter, you will see several Chinese idioms. They call it 谚语, idioms, right? They have stood the test of the Chinese ancient history that are very good in terms of setting goals and achieving them. And one of the things I wrote is that in life, if you can just find one person who's able to be tough on you, who's able to be going all out for your own interest and be tough on you and don't let you move back to your comfort zone, I would say you are the most fortunate person on earth. But it's a sad thing that most people have not found that one person yet. Because most of their friends are too lenient on them. Oh, okay, so you are having this goal. Oh, you never achieve it. It's okay lah. No worries, right? It's okay. And because they never find that one person that's tough on them, they never break out of their comfort zone. They have no one to be accountable to, and they are too lenient on themselves. Yeah. So I really pray that you'll be able to find that person soon, if you have not. And some of you probably, Alaric is that person to you, right? So all the best. All right. Which link you use to buy? Okay. Okay. That's the most important question.
Okay, I'm going to send the link over there. It's www.9stepsmastery.com. By the way, I don't get any commissions or anything whether you buy or sell.
I'm so
But I highly recommend you buy. I bought it for my mom, right? Shipped it to her. She was reading last night. She was just telling me she was reading last night. Is it an autograph copy or something?
Okay, can I okay, I don't know whether it is still an autograph copy. The logistics side is handling for me. If you don't get an autograph copy, and of course, if you're in Singapore, see whether you can reach out to me. I'm willing to just drop by maybe somewhere and just sign a copy for you, right? Because all of you are friends of Alaric. If you're overseas, then pardon me, when the COVID-19 is over, when I can fly to your country, right? Okay, then maybe let's sit down together, have some French fries, and I can autograph that copy for you. All right. Yep. So when you order through this 9stepsmastery.com for Singapore, and for international is the one with the Stroke Soft Launch International. If you get an autograph copy, congratulations. If not, I will see what I can do for you moving forward. All right. Thank you so much. And I really pray the best for you. Yep. Any question for me before? I know it's 9:09. I don't want to take up too much of your time, Alaric, and also all of you here.
Her name is Candy. The person who bought your book is called Candy. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Hi, Candy. Hi,
please
Candy.
put chat. I think you just type it out lah, Oslin. You just type out the link is better. www.9stepsma. I can type it out for you.
Sure. Yeah. Sure.
9stepsmastery.com.
Candy, thank you. Yep.
Okay, so this is the link for the thing. Alright, yeah.
Thanks, bro. Yep.
Yeah. Awesome.
Any
Okay, any
hi,
questions you
hi.
have?
Any other questions you have for me? Yep. If not, I will just summarize it. Please fulfill that sentence called "How dare you?" Right? Okay. Candy, like you can write down "How dare you, Candy?" Ta, 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 ta. And change whatever we have to do, we must do, we want to do to get to do. Because can you finish the 15 questions? Okay. What's that? What's that, Angel? Where's the 15 questions?
No, the 15 questions that your godfather asked you, you shared two with us.
Oh, okay. Okay. Maybe I speak too fast just now. Is that few questions, not 15 questions. Sorry about it. Those are the few questions. Okay, few questions.
So it's two questions.
Yeah, not the 15 questions, right? Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
And one last question, Jet. So why is your book called Of Goals and French Fries? Do you like French fries a lot, or?
Very good. Okay. Since you asked, I think I probably share, okay, because by right is to, I mean, there are a few reasons for it, okay. The first one is when I was young, like I mentioned, our family was very poor. And most of the time, my mom will cook. We don't really have a lot of money to eat out at a point in time. And I remember those times whereby maybe once a month or once every 2-3 months, my dad and my mom, okay, we were staying in Marsiling, the northern side of Singapore, Marsiling back then. It's a rented flat. We don't even have money to buy a flat. So my mom and dad worked very hard, and they will take me and my younger brother. We will walk like 1-2 kilometers to this bus interchange hub, whereby there's this hawker center, and there's a Kentucky Fried Chicken there, okay, just near the Johor Causeway. I mean, right now it's all redeveloped already. So they'll bring us there to the Kentucky Fried Chicken, and we will have the, of course, the KFC, and of course the fries, right? And of course, some people may ask, hey, why don't you put of goals and chicken? Okay, because right now I would call myself a pescatarian, which I wrote in the book as well. After I watched these two movies, you can jot it down. Number one is Game Changers. I just shared with some of my close business partners. Game Changers. The second movie is called Dominion 2018, narrated by Joaquin Phoenix, who's the best actor for his role in Joker. And after I watched these two movies at the beginning of this year, I decided to get off chicken, get off beef, get off pork. I still take some fish and some seafood every now and then. That's why this word called pescatarian, okay, right? They don't eat meat. So French fries, in the first chapter of my book, you will also see the story that I put there. When my daughter was born, I tell myself that whatever I don't have in the past, right, okay, I'll give it to her. So I didn't get to travel until like 19, 20 years old. I'll let her travel as much as possible, even when she was born. She took her first flight when she's 3 months old. before she reached 2 years old, she's been to United States already. Yeah, that's how much I really dote on her. And her first experience of tasting French fries is not at Kentucky Fried Chicken, but at Caesarello's when she was about 11 months to 1 year old in Australia. Yeah. So I would say that's a huge like discrepancy or huge variance between the first time I tasted my fries and the first time my daughter tasted her fries. And I want to attribute the variance in terms of why I'm able to let her travel the world to the 9 Steps Goal Mastery. And I wish that you not only read the book, but make sure you complete all the exercises in the book. There are more than 8 to 9 exercises in the book. So it will take you about 9 days to complete all the exercise and finish the book. Don't read it like a normal book because you will not be able to get the fullest benefit out of it. You have to complete the exercises, or else don't buy the book. All right? Okay?
Awesome. All right, let's give Jet another like virtual round of applause, or let's thank him one more time, and then we're just
Okay.
gonna end this live stream very shortly. Thanks so much, Jet, for being on this interview.
Thanks so much. Thanks, Alaric, bro. Thank you so much.
I hope all of you enjoyed his sharing as well.
Thank you.
Okay, so say thanks, thank you, etc. Okay, good. So I'm gonna end the stream in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.